Remember the sound of a ticking wall clock, the smell of something baking in the oven, and the soft hum of an old refrigerator? If you were lucky, you might have sat at your grandma's kitchen table with a cold glass of milk and a plate of warm cookies. Her kitchen wasn't just a room, it was the heart of the home, a place where stories were shared and everything had a purpose. Today, we're looking at 10 kitchen features your grandma probably had, and you probably don't. Let's take a walk down memory lane. 1. Metal cabinets. Back in the 1940s and 50s, metal kitchen cabinets were the height of modern design. Made of steel and often painted in pastel colors like mint green or butter yellow, they were advertised as sanitary and futuristic. Your grandma might have proudly wiped them down with a soft cloth every morning. But as the years passed, they started to rust, dent, and lose their charm. Wooden cabinetry came back in style, and those cheerful metal cupboards quietly disappeared. 2. Hoosier cabinets. Before built-in cabinets became standard, many kitchens had a Hoosier cabinet, a freestanding all-in-one workstation. These beauties had flour sifters, spice racks, and roll-out shelves, all in one tidy piece of furniture. Grandma could roll out pie dough right there while reaching for sugar from a little glass jar. But once modern cabinets and countertops took over, the Hoosier quietly retired, often moving to the garage or antique store. 3. Butter churns. Long before butter came in neat sticks wrapped in paper, it came from hard work. Many kitchens had a small butter churn, either a hand-cranked one or the tall wooden kind with a plunger. Your grandma might have spent an afternoon turning cream into golden butter with steady arms and a lot of patience. Today, most folks wouldn't even recognize one, unless they spot it at a flea market, sitting dusty on a shelf. 4. Linoleum floors with wild patterns. Step into any kitchen from the 1950s, and odds are you'll find bold linoleum floors in checkerboard patterns or swirling pastels. It was durable, affordable, and easy to clean, perfect for a busy household. Grandma probably swept those floors daily, her slippers whispering over the surface. But as styles changed, linoleum got a bad rap and was replaced with tile or hardwood, leaving behind only memories of its colorful charm. 5. Built-in flour bins. Once upon a time, kitchen cabinets came with built-in flour bins, slanted metal drawers designed for storing large amounts of flour. Ideal for when baking bread and cookies wasn't a once-a-month thing, it was a way of life. Your grandma didn't pull flour from a paper bag. She scooped it from a shiny bin, always full and ready. As pre-packaged foods grew popular, these bins disappeared, and with them, a little bit of the magic of home baking. 6. Yellow Tupperware sets. No kitchen was complete without that unmistakable yellow or orange Tupperware set. Bowls stacked neatly, lids that burped when sealed, and matching measuring cups hung on little hooks. Tupperware parties were a social event. Grandma might have hosted one herself, offering lemonade and cookies while showing off the new catalog. Today we still use food storage, but somehow, it just doesn't feel the same. 7. Rotary egg beaters. Before the electric hand mixer buzzed onto the scene, egg beaters were powered by elbow grease. 2 spinning metal beaters attached to a crank. Simple, satisfying, and surprisingly effective. Grandma might have whipped cream or scrambled eggs with one while humming a tune. It's been replaced by gadgets and gizmos, but the sound of that old crank still lives on in some memories. 8. Apron hooks right near the kitchen door. There was always a little hook or peg with a floral apron hanging from it. Aprons weren't just for keeping clothes clean. They were pockets, hand towels, and sometimes even tear wipers. Your grandma probably tied hers on without even thinking, like slipping into second skin. These days, aprons are more decorative than practical, but back then, they were a part of the daily uniform. 9. Manual can openers, that clamped to the counter. Before the handy little handheld openers, many kitchens had a manual can opener bolted right to the countertop. It had a big crank and took a little muscle, but it did the job. Grandma might have used it every day, opening tins of peaches or green beans from the pantry. Today we rely on electric openers and pull tabs, but that old clunker was built to last. 1.10. A kitchen radio. No smart speakers, no touch screens, just a small radio with a big dial tucked in the corner. It played the weather report, morning news, and maybe some Johnny Cash or Patsy Cline while Grandma stirred the soup. It wasn't just background noise, it was company, a voice in the quiet moments of the day. Now our kitchens are full of devices, but they don't quite fill the room the way that little radio did. Times change, kitchens evolve, and gadgets come and go. But there's something about Grandma's kitchen that stays with us. The warmth, the smells, the memories baked into every corner. Did we miss a kitchen treasure you remember? Let us know in the comments. And if this trip down memory lane brought a smile to your face, give us a like, hit subscribe, and share this with someone who still remembers the sound of a ticking wall clock.